how hard it is to get out of it.
The sense that you are defeated, the sense that you are worthless, that you can never get on top because you're so far down.
It is extremely, it's a quagmire. It's like being an ant in a pail.
You always feel beat down, and people look at you with that stigma. It hurts.
And it's greased. It is really, really
That is a good
difficult.
metaphor.
It is very difficult to
one
get out
thing,
of
one
it.
thing you notice, and you notice, and I've talked about it with both of you guys. You know what? It seems like it takes you all day just to do one or two little things.
One thing.
The way that society looks at you and can sometimes judge you without even knowing you.
And another thing, aside from all that, is foot care.
Yeah.
Because you're always walking,
Yeah.
and you're always marching around.
Always
Your
mobile.
feet are killing you. You take your boots off, and all the flies drop dead, and the maggots start running away.
Well, I mean, good majority of the people, it's not that they chose.
Everybody says, you know, get a job, do this, do that. It's
Good
just,
luck.
well, man, I've been to war,
Yep.
and I'm all banged up. Got
Yep.
PTSD up the wazoo. Construction is pretty much all I really know how to do after being a soldier. So, but you get onto a construction site, you hear a bang, you drop and hit the deck.
You hit the deck. Yeah.
It's like, geez, it's not easy. It's not easy coming out of this at all.
The most of the people have disabilities, and this is why I've been fighting for that for a long time, is that there's agencies in the city that help people find work, but there's no agencies in the city that will help people with a disability.
And you go to places like the shelters and you stand in lineups, you feel like you're in part of Cold War Russia where you're standing in line for toilet paper and bread. Because you're just a number, you know.
Yeah.
You're not anybody specific.
You're just a statistic.
Yeah,
Cattle.
they all want to like say they're going to help you. They want to help you.
Yep.
But unless I mean, their hands must be tied as well. The paperwork and the hoops that they must have to jump through just to help us must be just as difficult because we don't seem to get that help.
Nope.
We just don't. You know, we're trying to get places so we can shave, shower, shit, and actually cook and clean for ourselves, and then we might be able to get a pair of work boots and go to work. But unless you got that home base, you're not gonna get there.
That's right.
You know, you're waking up in places like DI and stuff with 100 other people, and you're standing in lineups to take showers and everything. You're never gonna get to work.
The backpack that I have, I must have gone through like 20 of these within less than.
Oh yeah, you get
less than 6
downsized.
months.
Get downsized like crazy. I lose backpack almost every other
If
day.
the shelf doesn't take it from you, someone will steal it off you when you sleep outside on the street. Someone will lift it off you or whatever. And, yeah, you lose it just as fast as you can claim it.
I've gone to workshops and I've went to every table and asked them, do you have a program that will help somebody with a disability find work? And will you back them? And there was no agencies in this city.
Yeah.
And as much as the government gives you, as far as like welfare goes, Alberta Works is like $700 to $800 depending on who you are a month. But you need an address.
I can't
get it.
Alberta Works because I don't have an address.
Homeless. If you're homeless, you can't get it. But if you can't get it, you don't get to have a home.
And the drop-in center is, I would say, 75% of the people in there have got disabilities.
So I mean, it's like
it's a catch-22.
Yeah, it's a double entendre. You can't do it.
Struggling to get away, struggling to get from place to place, and money for food and shelter.
So I have
pretty darn
clinical
smart.
depression, so I could get a fair, AISH or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But without an address, I get big fat zero.
So, in my opinion, I think most people who are homeless really make a choice to be homeless.
We need to go through housing systems to get a place because we are homeless. Because no one will take us in.
That's right, 'cause you don't have
You
references.
go to a landlord. He's
Yeah.
going to run your name. You're not going to have any. You don't have any references. You have no job. Is he going to take you? Nope. No, he wants that security. We don't have the security, so he's not going to take us in. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that rolls.
There's help out there for people. I've received some of that help, and just people all around want to help out too. So,
You know, and that's all we want to do too, is get out of it. You know, we're having a lot of fun out here because that's all we can do. But I mean,
Try and make the best of it.
it's
Make the best of what we have.
yeah, it's an adventure and a half. We have a lot of laughs, but really we're hurting and crying on the inside for sure. That is a given. Yeah, and it's hard to get out of.
Yep.
People don't understand that at all. Yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah, go get a job, you bum.
Yeah.
go out west.
Love everything.
I was told every Canadian should spend their 20s in Banff or Jasper.
For me, it was, well, down in London. Just kept telling me, you know, keep plucking away at it, keep going, you know, don't give up.
Save your money until you know what you're going to spend it on.
Just keep trying, and you know, and you will get to where you want to go.
Yeah.
As long as you don't give, you know, just don't give up.
I got told I should go to school, that I'm a very compassionate person, that I would fit well where I am. So.
Do what you want, you'll get nothing what you need. Do what you need to, you'll get everything you want.
Save your money, you know, to invest, in something that you believe in.
Best advice I got was from my mother. She said, don't pick anything up you have to put down with penicillin.
Be yourself.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom. And I never did.
I would end poverty, which is basically impossible due to greed and monetary value on everything.
I would create equalism. I would make everyone equal on equal stance, and I would make sure that they knew their worth.
In all realism, that's impossible,
I'd close the borders.
unfortunately.
They're coming here to work fine and dandy.
Fresh water.
We have the most fresh water
Yeah.
in our,
in any
Yeah.
of any
There's only
country.
3% of the world's water that's drinkable, or sorry, that's fresh.
I would probably instate a basic income.
And we have most of it.
yeah.
And who takes advantage of that? Michigan Nestle Tea friggin' sucks up the Great Lake Ontario like you wouldn't believe, and it's totally illegal.
Better social service programs for people, permanent housing for people.
Anybody that runs a big company or a member of parliament, let them come and live on the streets for 2 months.
But we've got migrants that are coming here with no education. All they know how to do is handle a gun.
I would decriminalize drugs and try and end the stigma around addiction and mental health.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of friggin' changes I'd make, man.
A lot of people who know me probably think that I make up a lot of stories, but honestly, like, being out on the street, like, a lot of stuff happens, and a lot of like crazy shit that no one would really understand or believe unless they saw it. So
Most people don't understand. I'm gay myself, so most people don't understand what gayness is, and that we're not, it's not by choice.
Yeah, I used to be a professional DJ.
The soft side. Everybody thinks I'm a hard ass motherfucker, which I am.
Well, banquets, Christmas parties and stuff like that,
We're not hurtful at all. We'll hurt each other because
Keeps us alive.
it keeps us alive.
Yeah.
You're never closer to life than you are when you're closest to death.
I mean, if I had a vehicle where I could move my stuff around, then I'd go back and do dance halls and stuff like that. More fun,
My mom, she thinks I'm just a nut bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, just crazy. But she's gangster herself. What the hell am I talking about?
I'm a person, I don't drink, don't smoke. But for me to go and entertain a bunch of drunks, when I quit drinking, I thought to myself, I said, I won't do it. But I'm getting desperate because of my health. And if I have to, I will. I'll go back into bars, but...
That I'm just trying to love them.
That I've struggled with addiction all my life. All my life.
Might show it in ways that are odd or, different, but it's that I'm really just trying to love.
Like, even before I can remember crawling on the carpet.
Same thing here. People just don't understand how compassionate and empathetic I really am.
Anyways, that's but I'm still proud to be me, man.
A third arm, be right here.
In my stomach.
Because if you've worked in the trade industry, I swear to God, that is going to be like gold.
I have an extra hand to do things.
I put it like on the back of my neck so I can scratch my own back.
On my dick. Yeah.
I would hide it in my mouth.
I would put the third arm on top of my head so I could high five people even higher than I can reach right now.
Do you want to elaborate or provide anything, or just leave it at
Just
that?
imagine juggling. Imagine juggling.
Probably on my back, because then I could, help people behind me.
I don't know where I would put it, but I would probably put it obviously somewhere where I could help other people.
I'd put it on my chest so I could push people forward.
Just like imagine like a one more ball.
Woman, lady cop comes up to me. She goes, "Get in." I'm like, "Crap, I'm going to jail."
I have had positive experiences with law enforcement due to people wanting to take my life.
I never had a positive experience with the police.
And in that aspect, they know I'm a good person now.
The police would ask you to leave them all because you don't have any money.
And they knew I was a good person in my addiction, so...
Plus being gay, it makes things kind of worse.
And she goes, "Nope." I said, "I'll take you to the DI or Alpha, your choice." And she didn't run my name. Perfect.
There is an officer at the source right now who is very compassionate, and he helps people on the street get with C-train fines and stuff like that. He'll help get them abolished without them having to pay for it and stuff like that. He's a very compassionate man.
I used to teach martial arts in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Most of my experiences with law enforcement are quite positive, actually. And if I get, the grumpy cop, make a few jokes, they'll lighten up.
I went to see a sensei there who was teaching a style called shōrin-ryū.
You make the experience yourself.
And the guy teaching it, he was OPP sergeant.
You look at every human and every situation as brand new. You never allow your past to determine your future.
My best experience was that because I put him on the ground every time he tried something on me.
If everyone loved each other, like if I went around all day long and all I saw was, the vibration of well-being everywhere I went, that would make my life.
If I won the lottery, yeah.
Even if it just happened for a day, like I would hold on to that treasure I would cherish it for the rest of my life.
Buy a van. Yeah, so I could just travel easier and like just have like actually I'd buy like a fucking box truck or something, I don't know. Or a fucking big RV.
Seeing my wife.
Let us have a safe consumption site at the drop-in center.
My daughter walk up the sidewalk.
My housing situation would be better. My financial situation would be better.
Seen my daughter.
If my health improved and I was back to work, yes.
Jumping out of the car or coming up the sidewalk or any of the above.
Staying sober today.
Probably about just over 2 years.
Like 2 years?
4 years.
All right, I'm going.
20 days, a little more than 20 days. I've been on the road hitching from Nova Scotia, and I'm going, right now I'm in Calgary, but I'm going to Golden, BC, so yeah, a couple more days probably.
That actually my bed, my home with my kids in the house.
Year and a half.
2014.
10 years.
For me.
13 until I was 25.
2 years.
I did 4 years when I was a teenager, so.
probably 10 or 12 years old, and I'm 40 now. Quick math, 28 years.
I'm not sure if you laughed, but he wanted to stand up and spar with me, right? And I double shot his legs. I pulled his knees out, and he went down into the bushes. And it was, sorry, Troy. Hey, no problem, man.
Laughing at myself. Realizing that was a stupid fucking thing that I did. And trying to change that the next time. That's a cool dog.
And it was cold out, so I pulled a bunch of juniper branches off and I buried him.
Because I try not to be that sanity part of doing something over and over again, expecting a different result.
I tied a piece of dental floss around the tip of his bottle. And I tied the other end of it to his baby finger. But he was buried. You'll never know he was in there.
Being me isn't insane, because that's something I cannot change, right? And I'm still proud to be me.
Some bonehead's gonna pick up that bottle,
I'm gonna come
and
fly.
you're gonna come flying out of the bush.
My time I laughed the hardest is when I went to see a sitcom.
When I walked away from there, I was like I couldn't stop laughing. I walked all the way down to the end. I was just laughing all the way. I was like, that's something. Something's gonna happen to that one.
No, not live, but I mean on TV.
The hardest I've ever laughed was probably with the people I love, you know. Yeah.
Roseanne Barr.
Well, I do that every day. I mean, I laugh at myself all day long. I'm hilarious.
Come down and talk to somebody and find out their stories. You'd be very surprised to hear where some of these people come from. A lot of them are true compassion people, and you'd be very shocked. They're amazing people down here.
Stay in school.
You know, there's a lot of people out on the street. There's a lot of people without homes. Like a lot of people you might not even realize. You know, I've met people who go to work and they sleep in their cars.
Don't wait to see if you're gonna get your big money. Get a job to make sure you pay your bills so you don't get homeless.
Kindness goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that job because I'm waiting for this one.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you dug yourself into a pit, like you said.
Yeah.
A well-oiled bucket. You're the ant in there.
Yeah.
I was suggesting that they try to be homeless just for one day and see how they like it.
Take all the suits and the white shirts out of their ivory towers and bring them downtown. They'd be scared shitless.
Yep.
They wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
And once they experience living on the street for one day, one night, they would have a different attitude toward homeless people.
It is a thing that you have to navigate like you have no understanding of. And you're going to have to do it now, and you're not going to like it very much at all, because nobody's really down here to help you.
If you've never experienced what it feels like to be part of the streets, to be at the bottom of the barrel, we don't need your handouts. We need your hand up.
15 years military, 4 years military. Me, I taught my own dojo for 10 years.
We need your hugs. We need your conversation. We need to be enlightened with your time and your compassion, not with your money and your gifts. You know, like that's not helping anyone.
You know, I have a doctor friend and a lawyer friend too, eh?
I have a lawyer friend. Yeah.
And you know,
all he does is construction.
And now he does construction. Yeah, same with my doctor friend, because of the PTSD he suffered from Afghanistan. You know, working on all us guys coming back all shot up. You know, so I mean, and he's homeless.
But if you sit there and you give me your hand and you say, here, let me show you how to be stable, that's going to actually fix people, as opposed to here's $100, go fix yourself.
Like we could all be educated in different fields. We could have different training. You know, we have had lives. We're not bad people.
I need somebody to actually take my hand and take me to yoga every freaking day, because I can't get there. I want to, I really want to do it, but I can't get there. I need somebody to hold my hand.
we take our shirt off our back to help
I've
people.
actually done that.
Yeah, I've done
I-
it. Too.
I-
I've
you
actually
my
gave
shirt.
my clothes
Yeah.
away to make sure somebody was warm.
Sit there with them for an hour and say, I'm here, I'm going to be empathetic. What do you need to talk about? Like, what's on your heart that you need to get off so that we can lessen your load for just today? And that's, honestly, you give somebody that opportunity, you might get a sob story for the next 4.5 hours, but you don't have to be part of their story. But you can be the sounding board in which they let go of their story.
Just remember that you could be in the same situation I'm in. Don't judge me.
You know, it's a homeless person really isn't. They're just a person at the end of the day. Like, yeah.
And you know what? They even say the average Canadian is 2 paychecks away from being homeless.
I love the world, and I hope the world loves me.
And the radio stations in this city suck. They do. They got terrible DJs. Terrible. Okay, next question.
You said you were in a Suncor camp. You were at Borealis, were you?
I was.
Oh yeah, I went. I was there too.
I was in Firebag.
Yeah, he was in Firebag.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was Borealis working with Petro and Mobil
Oh, okay.
through Suncor up there.
I was there doing fireproofing. It sucked.
Oh no, you were doing that? Oh no.
Dirty.